Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. Look at Ramon Scott, tops of the leaderboard today.
Hey, thanks, Mindy. Yeah, but we only had a 4-4 day here on the show yesterday, but looks like everyone was okay with it or did their own good winning yesterday. So welcome to the Morning Steam with the Midwest's premier sports handicapper, Mindy Hahn. I'm Ramon Scott. Hello, everyone filing into the chat as we get ready for Tuesday. Big hockey day here today. We have pro and college basketball as well, but that everybody's talking about that long hockey card. Should be a good shows. We'll get you more previews. Try to win off of yesterday. I'm worried about Team Steam. Want to make sure we win, and I'm just having a post Batman mortem. I mean, trying to come to terms with it. I'm having about 5 different DM conversations with Batman trolls with fake Batmans and different Batmans and
Oh boy.
having 5 different DM conversations with different people who are Batman. And I don't know, maybe some people who aren't here are already Batman. We might all be Batman.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Every new person that comes into the chat. In fact, we've lost half of our viewership. I didn't realize half of them were Batman.
Right. Oh my goodness.
All right. Anyway, let's get ready. I'm filing in some more steam in the backstage area coming in here right before the show, but you guys get to that. Join our Discord. Don't forget, over at tonyspicks.com, we keep the conversation going after we've left the airwaves, and we keep talking during the day, trying to get more winners. And you can join us in the Discord. Let's see, I can just leave the link at least, but on this account, I can't necessarily link it, but join us there after the show. More conversation. Hello to everyone coming in. Get the show started in just a moment after we say hi to everyone and check out what is going on at tonyspicks.com. And hello to our friends, mostly regulars coming in. And Ron's here first, and Latifah is here.
Maybe Ron's Batman.
Everyone could be Batman. I'm always concerned, where is Batman?
The whole Morning Steam show has been Batman.
Everyone could be. It might all be. That's the thing I'm worried, Who's trolling me next? Hello to everyone. I'm checking out every one of you and make sure it's our regulars in the chat. All right, so yeah, the Discord, I put the link there. I don't think I could, you might have to copy and paste if any new viewers are here. It looks like just all regulars right now. So let's kind of get ready for the show. We'll go over to Tony's Picks just for a minute. Anyway.
Yeah, he was kind of using Discord as like Facebook, posting him and his buddies in the limo.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
How did you miss it? It's still there, Ramon. You could go check it out. If you back up, you can see Batman and his friends in the limo.
Okay, I need that. I need that in my life.
I need that.
Let's look at Tony. You said if I was on top, let's prove it.
I found you on top of the leaderboard.
I had a 10-4 night for plus 545 units. I won't lament on it. I believe one loss was by 1 point and another one was by half a point.
That is correct. I looked.
But I won't, complain about a 10-4 day that barely went 12-2. That's okay. Daniel, Collins, Ben, all with profitable days. So a good job there. And when I talk about, lighting up the handicapper leaderboards. That's all about me. Nobody can go from last place in the Tony's Picks all capper algorithm to first place, and that's not a placement. These are not places. These are just, the way the website works, kind of puts the hottest handicapper on the top. I don't know what it says, like Betman says, you go from here to here and here to here, and someone's going to win. Okay, someone's going to win. That's why our leaderboard looks like what it does. But I went from last to first in one day on that, so maybe he's right again. But I will say this: take a look at for the last week, and you see we got some pretty profitable handicappers, and better yet, for the last month, if you look at between Tiffany, Pravi, Morning Steam, Mindy Hahn, those are some pretty serious numbers over the last 30 days. I mean, all our picks are documented here at Tony's Picks. Team Steam, that's us. That's all of us in the chat. Team Steam, just 47 games over 500 over the last 30 days for plus 3,300 units, as Mindy so perfectly explained in the Discord. The plays are basically one to win 100. To win $100, as some people might call them. We call them units here, because that's what we do. And for those that don't understand, Mindy's up 28 units over the last 30 days, and Team Steam's up 33 units over the last 30 days. That's right there between us, Mindy. 6,100 units, 61 units, 6-1 over the last 30 days on just $100 plays, if that's what you so choose. You might be on a hot enough streak that, you've stepped it up a little bit. People do that. When they're hot, they kind of press a little bit, step up their wagers. When you're losing a little bit, pull it back. Find your rhythm, find your spot. It's not hard. It's not hard. So let me just soapbox it here a little bit. Thanks everyone in the chat. More hope. Let's get the show started. No one wants to listen to it, but hey, Doubles is here today. Maybe it does, Blake. I think because the Discord link. I think that.
Yeah, you can create one that is like lasts forever, but it also can give you unique ones every day. So.
Right. I'm just choosing the fastest one, and I think that one lasts like 7 days only, something like that. So. Doubles is here. Well, I'm thinking you are.
Real Hairy Balls has been blocked for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. You did? Okay.
No, I can't do it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Pretty easy. It's pretty easy, right? Even I'm starting to figure out who Batman is. So we'll, keep me posted. I think you guys know a little bit more about it maybe than I do, and but I can catch them. I can catch them.
All right, we hope we can make it.
When you just start to go, the thing was, when you start to go off on, the guy who's put this all together, and you don't really understand what's going on, seems pretty easy, right? Everybody gets a chance, and if you don't want to take, I'm not saying even take advantage of it. You're welcome to stay, welcome to leave, but you can't do personal attacks. Matt's here. Mindy on fire. C-Spill is here as well. Burley is here. Oh, it's great. Someday Blake will be able to join us in the Discord. All right. So don't forget, use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all the premium pick packages, from single day, long-term, short-term, daily packages. Go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. These are our best picks every day over at Tony's Picks. Check out the handicapper leaderboards. Check out our premium picks. Mindy, you've got a 3-pack already in college basketball.
Yes, I do. I got a 3-pack in college basketball, a 3-pack in the NHL, I have 2 plays in the NBA, but one of those is just my guaranteed best bet of the night. And then I went ahead and just did a 7-pack in my late games. So if you want to get all that, then go ahead and get it.
All right, and I've got, like I said, a 7-pack over there of college basketball already loaded. When you have a good day, you're all excited, and I'm ready to go already. No delaying. I was all excited for a winning day, so I said, let me get something together. It's a good enough card, and I've got a 7-pack up for $35. And I'm selling my picks. I'm a paid tout. I'm, I'm not paid necessarily by. I am, paid by, the group at Tony's Picks, but I mean, nothing to do these shows or anything like that. We have to sell picks. We have to sit on our butts all day, make picks. That's what we do. We like making a show so we can make videos that advertise those picks because not everyone can, have time to do their own handicapping and stuff like that. We can't all stay at home all day and make videos all day, although we try. We make some extra videos during the day during this show. And you know what? The crazy thing is, we're looking for handicappers who make videos. And, some people do that and they might be able to do something with themselves and with their lives, but they choose to be a troll. So it just doesn't work out. And then you embarrass yourself. Okay, enough from me. Let's get ready and start the previews. Nobody wants to listen to me talk about that. All right. God, no doubt about it. I mean, this guy's got it right on. You're exactly right. All right. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's keep making those accounts. I don't know how many you can make in one day, but maybe we could try to. I couldn't get them banned. I could only do them for 5 minutes on that one. But again, you think you got somebody who you're having a good interaction with, and they stab you in the back. All right, let's get to the previews here. Start with pro basketball. We'll also have college basketball coming up.
This is crazy.
No, we just delete them over and over. That's all.
Yeah.
Terrell's here as well. Angel's here. Good to see everybody. And to my long lost friend, well, keep trying, man. You could have had something. You could have had something. Okay. Here we go.
Think about.
Here. Say it again.
I don't even know what to think about all that. It's like way too much work to be that kind of I don't know, to cause this much commotion. It's a lot of work. You would think you could find better ways to spend your time.
I can't. I'm willing to sit here all day, but I got people who are ready. That's the thing. I could sit here and do it all day, but I have people ready to do it, to get some previews from a show. So that's,
Right.
that's the key to it. Oh, we'll be there. We'll be there. I think we've got all those games covered. All right, Mindy. Yesterday in the NBA, 1-2 for Team Steam. So victory for the Trolls. We lost with the Boston Orlando over, but we did have some winners in there as well. We had the Bulls. Thanks for the advice, right? We also,
right.
And I went 3-2 in NBA premiums with that 1-point loss. So let's get into it right now and start it off with this one between the Bulls and the Pacers. Well, what's happened here is the Bulls maybe were a slight favorite at the open, but the Pacers are opening now at least a pick 'em, I think. No, the Bulls are back up to a 2-point favorite already. The Bulls
already.
The Bulls are 2 and 234.5.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to try the Pacers today, Ramon. 6-1 their last 7 home games versus a team with a losing record. Also 6-2 at home in their last 8, scoring 120 per game. I'm going to take the Pacers.
Right. Mindy's on the Pacers today at home against the Bulls, and now we're getting 2 points. I'm going to totally get behind that. I'm going to be playing the Pacers in this one at home against the Bulls. Yeah, we do have some, injury concerns certainly that have been going on with the Pacers. We know that that action is coming in right now on the Bulls. So I don't know. There's a little bit of injury information, but not sure why the buyback is necessarily there right now, but that's where the move is going to the Bulls. So I don't know if anybody has any comments on that, but you guys can take a look at it and see what you think. Do we have any predictions on this game so far? So let's see. Angel Reyes is with us on the money line here.
Premium, he says.
He says Bulls back to back. Talking about the revenge spot in this game. So, yeah, Angel wants it premium, huh?
Yeah.
Corday says points or money line. Well, we're getting 2 points right now. We're all over this one. So, I don't know. For me, it just feels like a better spot for the Pacers at this point. You're talking about that back to back. You talk about the revenge angle. I get it. There was Bulls have won 4 straight over the Pacers. Now that game was back in October, but the Bulls beat up the Pacers 124-109. Pacers obviously a pretty good, hard trying team. Bulls are getting some numbers here as well. Ron says Nemard questionable. Yep, that's the top concern, but. C-Spill says they're arrested here, so yep, Pacers have trouble. Well, they won back in November of 21. The Pacers clobbered the Bulls, but no, I favor the Pacers in this one. Bulls have been getting some numbers too. Pacers have been struggling a bit of late to the number, but they are still 15-9 at home against the spread, and the Bulls are 7-10 as a favorite, which they now are 7-10 ATS. So I want the Pacers in this one. Okay. Let me take care of this. There we go. All right. We got our play in. It's a premium consensus. All right. Celtics and Heat in this one now. The Heat, a 3-point favorite. The total here is down to 217.5.
Which one are we on?
Celtics and Heat. We're going in the Vegas rotation order.
Yeah, I keep getting distracted. You know what I mean? Celtics here 5-1 against the spread versus the Heat on the road since the start of that 2020 season. Celtics 118 a game. Puts them second in the NBA. Heat putting up 109. Celtics here 5-0-1 in their last 6. I'm going to go ahead and take the Celtics here in this one.
Well, I'm going to have a second agreement. I'm probably just going to roll with Mindy today because why wouldn't I, the way things are going? I'm going to take the Celtics in this one, especially getting 3 points. That's a pretty big move, certainly, in that one. It does have me a little bit, concerned, checking back, making sure. I mean, Robert Williams questionable, Marcus Smart questionable. I don't think there's anything sneaky about those injuries. I think they were kind of all above board. So, I don't know if there's any factor in that there, but the Heat are definitely taking the action here today. So, probably off that back-to-back situation for the Celtics. I mean, they lost to the Magic. Thought we had a pretty solid call, or at least I had a solid call on that one, Mindy. Yesterday, talking about the Celtics in a flat spot. I think they'll be ready for this one today. It's easy to say, oh, you lost to the Magic, and now you're back-to-back, but I think Matt has it right. I think everybody here looking to take Celtics Angel says Magic just, they have their number. That's all. Right. Magic have the Celtics number. So All right, we're 2 for 2, and things are going fine. Not too upset about yesterday's 500 performance by Team Steam here. So hello to DD. Talking about Boston disappointed them last night. Like I said, I gave out the magic on the show. Had the overs a premium. That was a way bad choice there by me, and no big deal. But went way under, obviously. All right, and Ron's on him as well. All right, next up, the Cavs going to take on the Knicks here. The Cavs are up to a 3.5-point favorite, and the total 221.5.
Yeah, Knicks here are 0-4 in their last 4 games, but are scoring about 117 here per game over those last 4. Cavs are now 2-2, only putting up 113 over their last 4 here. Knicks 5-1 against the spread the last 6 here versus a team with a winning record. I'm going to go ahead and take the Knicks here at home versus the Cavs.
All right. Mindy's going to be on the Knicks at home today against the Cavs. Yeah, the Knicks are better. I think the Cavs are bad on the road. So, Knicks are still kind of bad at home as far as getting numbers is concerned. But certainly, interestingly, the Knicks do play a little bit better on the road. And the Cavs, this one's tough for me. Let's see what anybody in the chat might have to say on it. Maybe they can sway me a little bit. Here comes Latifah's on Cleveland. Ron says, wants to know, is Mitchell going to play? And that's what's a key. But I've shown him listed as probable, so I would expect Mitchell to be in there. And I think that does make a big difference for me. Ron says if Mitchell plays, he's riding with Cleveland. He says Mitchell questionable. Well, I'm showing probable currently, but maybe my information is jumping the gun a little bit. Blake says we move on from it, but I can't. Remember, I'm having 5 DM conversations with different versions of Batman in my DMs, and I have to treat every one separately because you don't want to let him on. You don't want to let him on to know that that it's him. So I actually just trying to pretend like I don't know it's him, and I converse as if I don't know it's him. So I can't stop. No, this is the theme of the show today.
Right. Oh, goodness.
All right. Looks like Terrell Riley wants to be the Knicks. Knicks seem to be failing. Verley says he wants the Cavs. Corday wants to go under in this game, and that's I certainly want to look at the total because I'm not sure that I want to be on the Knicks in this one. That's what worries me a little bit. So I was probably thinking about maybe the total here. Thurman looks like he has a parlay here. Angel says, how about Evan Mobley the other night? He scored 39 points in that last game. We talk about the young star. Evan Mobley's 21 years old, and he scored that 39-point game. That's hard. That's amazing. So I'm really impressed with Evan Mobley, and pretty happy with his development and performance. So, for me, that's the way I'm looking. I'll do it. I'm going to go under in the Cavs and the Knicks game. Hey, if I've got Corday saying let's, kind of hinting at the under, and let's make sure I got that right on screen because, 221 right now. I'm showing Cleveland 3.5, 221. So I think we can just leave it as is. But I'm going to go under, Mindy, in Cleveland and the Knicks. I'll take it at 220. I'll score it at 221 for the show purposes. I think backstage, if we did have an agreement, we could find a 221. So, all right, Mindy's on the Knicks. I'm on the under. All right, next up will be the Nuggets and the Pelicans here. And the Nuggets are now a 1 point favorite, total 231.5, down to 231.5.
Man, this one's going to be a tough one. I think I'm going to go Nuggets, though. I mean, Pelicans just been having trouble scoring. I know that they've been, covering some spreads in here, but to me, I can't really trust them here. Also, 0-4, the only scoring, 101. Nuggets at least 3-1, scoring 119, 6-1 against spread the last 7 year as well. I'm going to take the Nuggets.
I do feel like it's the spot for the Nuggets here in this one now. They do have their road woes, certainly, but still with the Pelicans and their injuries, certainly the Nuggets are playing better right now. They've only failed against a number in 3 of their last 10 games. Meanwhile, New Orleans is just 4-6 against the spread in their last 10. They're also just 9-13 as an underdog. They do cover some numbers at home. Ron says Jokic questionable. He still likes Denver in the game. So I show Jokic certainly still as questionable in this game, but I do expect him to be in there, and I think that might be reflected in the 1 point spread on the road. So, Pelicans doing a nice job this season, but they have lost straight up 7 of their last 10. And Denver, of course, red hot right now, even going on the road where we do have some questions regarding them. Pelicans have been solid at home, but right now the Nuggets have won 9 of their last 10 games. They're one of the teams that's kind of getting it rolling at this point. So I'm going to trust it here, Mindy. The fact that the line has moved to Nuggets -1, maybe I have some concerns because of the Nuggets on the road, but right now they are playing very, very well. So I think I'm willing to take them. New Orleans won the last meeting here, 121-108, as a 2-point favorite back in early December. But I'm going to take the Nuggets here with you in this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can we move to -1? All right.
Wizards and Mavericks. The Mavericks a 7.5-point favorite, 225.5.
All right, here. Wizards scoring 138 points over their last game compared to the Mavericks. I don't know, put up what, 98? What were they doing? But geez, Wizards 4-0 against spread in the last 4 here. I'm going to take the Wizards today.
All right. I've got to agree once again. I mean, this is the
Nice.
role that, well, this is the role I don't necessarily want Dallas in, right? Laying a significant amount of points. Here comes Angel Reyes. He does like the Wizards spread in this one. I guess I have to as well. I mean, both teams are kind of bad
Peer
against the
pressure.
spread, but Dallas is, well, Dallas is 12-22 as a favorite against the spread. So Washington isn't great at covering numbers, but they are 5-5 over their last 10 games ATS. So I think they can hang in there today with these points. 7.5 seems like a healthy amount. We know Porzingis is out. That is unfortunate. But Christian Wood is also out. I'm not going to call it right now an even swap because Porzingis is having a pretty strong season. So Blake might be right. And Burley says Dallas just a bad cover team. Certainly, no Porzingis a factor. No doubt about it. So Ron says Dallas should win. Not sure if they can cover. And C-Spill says Kuzma can go off in this one and pick up the slack.
And Bobby Smith is in there giving me a player prop.
Okay.
So hi to Bobby Smith. Thank you.
Hi, Bobby. Thank you. Good to have you here today on the Morning Steam.
Oh, there's another one. Kuzma. All right.
Is that really you, Bobby Smith? Good to have you.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Let's take a look now and go on with next up here, the Hornets and the Suns. Now, all of a sudden, the Suns are a 7-point favorite. They're so Crazy, these Suns.
I know. Are they going to be amazing or are they going to be a flop, Ramon? Oh, I'm going to go on the flop side here. I'm going to take this crazy Charlotte Hornets team here again. They're 2-1 on the road over the last 3 here. Still scoring more than the Suns, 115. Hornets 4-1-2 in their last 7 here on 0 days rest. Maybe they play better the more they get tired. I don't know. I'm going to take the Hornets, though.
Okay. Not going to be with you in this one. I think I feel like maybe this is, if the Suns are 7-point favorites, maybe they are in the right spot this time. So Angel says he likes the Suns roster. Can't trust either of them at this point. Angel says Hornets are trash, but they do get some spreads. That's one thing. The Hornets do get the money occasionally, so I will give that one a little bit. C-Spill, though. Suns for C-Spill in this one. So, yeah, Hornets usually do their best work on the road, but the Suns at home, with Chris Paul in there, he looked sharp last game, I thought, and I think that now that he can be back in a consistent basis at this point, since still no Booker, and that's going to be a little bit of a factor. So, Ayton is out today as well, so pretty big factor. But LaMelo being questionable and the way that injury unfolded, we'll see if he's in there. But that one just feels like he might not be ready for this game. So I think the injury concerns are a little bit notable in this game. But Burley says Suns. C-Spill did say Suns also.
Right.
So yeah. Okay.
I don't
And
blame
I got So I'll look at the total in this one. I'll definitely where I'm going with this one. This one feels like under City now. Sure, the Hornets have that poor defense, but they might have some scoring issues here, I think, in this. So again, Paul in there kind of running things. Sometimes the Suns now they end up being one of those teams that can pace it down sharply. They're 9-15 to the under at home. Yes, Charlotte's a total over team. Phoenix is more of an under team. Phoenix at home, I think they can dictate this pace. I've got the under. Mindy has the Hornets. Last game in the NBA is between the Clippers and the Lakers. The Clippers are a 5-point favorite. They're on the road, technically. They share the same building. They have their own private locker rooms. All that is the lights in the court will be in purple and gold. And the season ticket holders will be from the Lakers. And, there'll be more cheering, I guess, for the Lakers. But Clipper fans will be there. And they are favored in this one. The line has me concerned. I know the Clippers have the considerably better record. Not sure what to make of that, but LeBron does have his questionable tag once again, and the Lakers' new acquisition, Hachimura, not ready yet to enter the game for the Lakers just yet.
Well, I want the yellow team, the yellow and purple lights. Is that what you said? I'll take them. They're 3-1 over the last 4 here. They've been scoring quite a bit, as we talked about. They're nice young players. They're maybe starting to catch a little bit of fire, perhaps. Clippers here 2-2 on the road, scoring 114 over that span here as well. I mean, Lakers right now are, out shooting them 48%, compared to like 46. I think it's going to be enough here to take the Clippers today. 4-1 against the spread the last 5 here overall. I'm going to take that. Not the Clippers, the Lakers.
I'll be on the Lakers with you, Minnie. Let's have a 5-pack today in the NBA. I'll take the Lakers. This should be a close game, in my opinion, between these two teams. Corday says the Clippers have dominated this series. He'd be exactly right. And I get it, but Lakers, what can you say? They haven't.
They still might beat them.
They've played improved. They're definitely playing improved right now. Lakers are covering numbers. 7-2-1 against the spread. Last 10. There's Angel's got the Wizards in his There's his plays for the day. Clippers just 3-7 in their last 10. They do not necessarily cover spreads. Neither do the Lakers, but of late the Lakers are covering spreads and the Clippers are not. One thing to note: we talk about the Clippers all the time and this credible run of totals under every time, but those unders do happen at home, and on the road they are 15-10 to the over. But how will you calculate this game? Technically, you have to calculate them on the road. But I think up against the Lakers, I would lean towards their home trends more in this one. I think this one ends up being a lower scoring game, but I'm going to take the Lakers with Mindy and Corday's on it. Looks like Butterscotch is on it. Maybe Angel's on it too.
Looks like it. All right. Well, we got quite a few plays here in the
Five
start.
plays?
5, yeah.
Okay.
And I got 2 player props. Look at me go. Feeling good about it, Ramon.
Okay.
Oh, here comes another one. Here one. Tony's got me one.
Well, we got to produce these winners because you never know who's watching.
Right.
Gotta help people, build their bankrolls.
Oh goodness.
Okay, got college ball coming up, and we have, believe it'll be 7 games with some requests in there as well. So let's move on to college ball. Keep the winning going. In college ball yesterday, I went 7-1 in my premium picks. Yesterday, that one loss, I believe, was by half a point from going 8-0. That's okay. Take 7-1. Team Steam went 2-0 in college basketball. Mindy, we had the Baylor Bears.
Go Baylor!
We had Baylor against Kansas. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, getting out there a couple times to 10+ point leads. I liked it. I made my plays, online, and they had the little special that if your team goes up by 10, you just automatically win. I was like, sweet, I got that.
Wow, are they giving away money? Boy, the sports books are going to be out of business soon.
I know they did that with the NFL. What did they lose? It was like $7 million on a Sunday.
Oh boy, we'll never be able to bet again. The other play we had was Florida A&M.
Look at that. They almost won outright. The worst efficient shooting scoring team in the nation there.
Mindy, you also had premium winners yesterday in college basketball. You had Prairie View and Alabama A&M under as one of your premium winners yesterday, I saw. So good job there. I had premium winners. I had Virginia Tech. I had Western Illinois. I had Pennsylvania. I had Delaware State, South Carolina State over. I had Bethune-Cookman Alcorn under. I had Southern U. I had Florida A&M Jackson State under. A lot of winners yesterday and premium picks.
Nice. All right. Good work. Keep it up.
Going to start off with Penn State and Rutgers. And this will be the 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, 3:30 Pacific game. And in this one, it's going to be Rutgers at home favorite all the way up to 6.5 here. 6.5 now. 130.5. That's a typo on screen. It just should have been 130.5. It was never that high. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I mean, Rutgers and Penn State here. Penn State 2-2 on the road this season. Rutgers really nice at home, doing good work there. 10-3, but yet Penn State, if you take a look at them, they're 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 road games. I kind of expect this one to be close. The underdog 5-1-1 the last 7 in this matchup. I'm gonna take the Nittany Lions plus 6.5 here today.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's just a few too many points. Rutgers does a pretty nice job covering spreads, certainly, especially as a favorite. So that does kind of worry me. But man, my range, was from anywhere from 2 to 7. So this is definitely at the top of the range. But I wanted to lean to Rutgers here, so I don't know if I can now. And it's 6.5. Maybe Mindy has it right with PSU in this one, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable enough here, but we do have some plays in the chat coming in. It's going to be, whoops, Ricky Blanks coming in with Rutgers here. Doubles talking about some steam coming in. Check it out. Rodney had a nice winner yesterday. Butterscotch says Penn State here, and this one it keeps close. So I'll pivot. I'm going to go on the total over here. Rutgers and Penn State. Rutgers to the over. 6-4-1 is a favorite. Penn State's gone over in 7 of their last 10. So here's Burley. Says take Penn State. All right. And let's see.
And bye-bye, yo, barking monkey picks. Good night now.
Okay, gotcha.
But at least he's getting winners when he watches the show. So, even if he doesn't like our per unit plays.
Well, C Spills, Don Rutgers here. I kind of like Barking Monkey. That's a pretty good one.
All right.
All right. So Mindy's going to be on Penn State. I'm going to be, what did I say? I'm on the over. I'm on the over in this one between Rutgers and Penn State. Yeah. I'm concerned because that number 130.5, that works for me. All right. Next up, Miami and Florida State. And Miami on the road here. They are favored by 3.5 now, total 149.
Yeah, Miami here on the road. They're 5-1 on the road, so not too shabby. Florida State, though, 7-3 at home. Florida State 7-1 the last 8 home games. I'm taking the home team here and the plus points. I'll take them plus 3.5 here today.
Okay, 3.5 it is for Mindy at home with Florida State. I don't know. I was looking at maybe Miami. Both teams are pretty decent, but Miami 5-1. Well, decent against the spread. I mean, I know Florida State's having their issues. Miami 5-1 against the spread on the road. So even though Florida has that 7-13 record, they are 7-4 against the number at home. Mindy's on Florida State in this one, but I'll take a look at the under here with Miami 1-5 to the under on the road. That's the way I would look, especially 149-ish. I've got it at about the mid 140s here, maybe 145 or so. So I'll head to the under in this one. Miami's 6-9 also to the under as a favorite.
Like the under.
And here comes Butterscotch. Those on Miami. Thurman's on Miami. So I'm leaning Miami going against Mindy here, but Mindy does like Florida State.
And I do like the under. Yeah.
I'm on the under. Yep.
Cool.
Okay. We might not go over all of a sudden.
You never know.
Ohio State and Illinois in this one, and I'm showing Illinois here is the favorite by 4 points, total 144.5.
Yeah, so I mean, I know here that Ohio State is still only 1-4 on the road, but the road dog here has been 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. I'm going to go ahead and take Ohio State here on the road and the plus points in this one, even though I think Ohio State's been a little bit inconsistent. But Illinois hasn't been, that great here as of late either for me. So I'm going to take Ohio State.
My concern is that when I've had not agreed with you in the Big Ten games, that you've usually got it right. So it does concern me because I like Illinois kind of strong here. I know both teams have pretty okay records. I think we were expecting more of Ohio State, certainly. Yeah, and especially right now. I mean, they did beat Iowa finally, but they had that losing streak, and probably the teams they shouldn't necessarily be losing to if you're Ohio State. So I'll look to go under in this one. Illinois 5-7 to the under at home. Ohio State 3-4 to the under on the road. Not tremendous in the trend department, but I think the fact 144.5, man, that's near the bottom of the range for me. But I am going to go under with.
Well, we're agreeing on the totals, that's for sure, Ramon.
And Illinois.
I like that under.
You got C-Spill here on Illinois. You got Butterscotch on Ohio State. Latifa on Ohio State. Scotch says they struggle when taking on the Buckeyes. So that's the kind of way it goes sometimes in the Big Ten, it feels like right now. And maybe I'm whiffing a little bit on some of these. And I've been doing well for I'm up to on the 30-day college board right now for sure. Illinois beating the good teams. Okay, well, we'll see. I don't know. Probably going to cancel out a premium now because Mindy's on Ohio State, and I was liking Illinois, but the Scotch's comment has me worried. All right, I'll just go under. Mindy's on Ohio State. I'm on the under here. We'll find something in this one. DePaul and Georgetown. DePaul -2, and total 149. Ray Meyer and John Thompson aren't walking out of that tunnel.
Well, I'm going to go with DePaul here. They are 3-4 on the road. Not a great road team. But look at Georgetown at home. 2-8. Oh, my goodness. And again, these are against the spread, right? The favorite here head-to-head is 8-0 in the last 8 meetings here as well. Georgetown just 1-5 against the spread following an ATS win as well. I'm going to go with DePaul.
All right. Mindy will try DePaul. Georgetown's got issues. DePaul has some issues as well. Who's got more issues?
Right.
This is the Batman special. This one. And DePaul, let's see. Right now, are they still -2? -2, 149. I don't want to lay any points with DePaul on the road. Georgetown's actually showing some life. They've covered 7 out of their last. No, they haven't. They've obviously been struggling. You know that, and I know that. But man, they at home, maybe they can get something done. I don't trust DePaul laying these points. I haven't liked Georgetown all year. Anybody knows that. It's been watching the show, but
right.
I guess I'll end up on the over here. Pretty big number at 149. We know Georgetown's pretty weak defensively, and they are 7-3 to the over in their last 10, 13-7 to the over overall. Georgetown 8-4 to the over, and out as an underdog, and DePaul's 5-2 to the over as a favorite. I'll just take the over here. Mindy's on DePaul. Yeah, we're not finding it here in college ball. Yeah. It's all right.
No comments.
No, nobody. Yeah, well, that one was for the team. She wanted to know about that game. I mean, North Carolina and Syracuse in this one. North Carolina on the road here, still getting plenty of respect. Going to be a favorite by 4 points, it looks like. Currently, is it down to 4? Let me take a look. 4.5, 150.5.
Gosh, no matter how you look at it, North Carolina here is just terrible on the road. 1-4 in its last 5. Syracuse at least 7-5 at home. Home team 4-0 in the last 4 meetings here head-to-head. I'm going to go ahead and take Syracuse. Give me some more points at home here today. I think North Carolina might have got a spread cover last time out, but man, they really haven't been doing much for me. I'll take Syracuse.
Yeah, well, they did. They beat up on North Carolina State and got the money there. So I'll come in with you, Mindy. This is one we can grab with Syracuse plus 4.5 in this one. They've kind of been alternating. It's a home kind of dominated series over the last few games. So I think Syracuse, Carolina's 2-7 against the spread on the road. Now you're going to ask them to lay some points. Syracuse 7-5 against the spread at home, including 4-2 as a dog. This is one we can get on. I've got Syracuse here, plus the points, 4.5. So Scotch is on Syracuse. Latifa's on Syracuse. Tony's on Syracuse. So,
All
all
right.
right, we got one, Mindy. Take
We
the
did it.
orange. Yep, take the orange. I might even sprinkle the money line a little bit. Corday, Syracuse. Numbers gang is here. Syracuse it is. So that bodes well. That is a consensus play.
Hooray.
So that seems apropos that it's our first of the show. And we got several on it. Kentucky and Vanderbilt. Kentucky on the road here, favored by 5.5, 144.5. This one could go up a little bit. It's
Yeah,
going down apparently, but
yeah,
maybe.
Kentucky here, 1-2 on the road. Vandy 3-8 at home. Nothing really to speak of there. But if you take a look at the underdog roll in this one, it's 15-5-2 in the last 22 meetings here. Kentucky 2-9 against the spread in their last 11, following a win. And Vandy 5-1 in the last 6 versus a team with a winning record. I will take Vanderbilt today plus 5.5.
Okay, I'll do it too. I mean, Vanderbilt is not very good getting spreads at home, but also they're not underdogs as much because some of the teams are end up favored against. But here against Kentucky, of course, they're going to be an underdog. This has got to be at the top of the range for me, 5.5 or 6. Kentucky, you mentioned their road woes against the spread. They've only covered 1 of 6 games against the spread on the road. And Vanderbilt, has some okay numbers, 6-4 against the spread as a dog. And, they are 7-4 straight up at home, while Kentucky is just 1-3 straight up in all true road games. So Kentucky's a solid favorite, and Vanderbilt is poor as an underdog. Just talk about winning the games. But I think taking the points will be enough for me. I'll take Vandy with you. Home dog roll. Let's take Vandy plus the points in this one. Butterscotch is ready to roll with Kentucky. Blake's on Vandy, and we know where he's at.
Right?
So, all right. We're on Vandy plus 5.5.
7 consensus. We're getting close to that 10. With a giant hockey card.
We're on home dogs. That's what I'm okay with, taking these home dogs. Kansas State and Iowa State. Iowa State here 5.5, 134.5.
Well, this is probably going to be my favorite of the night. Kind of can't wait for this one. K-State 3-2 on the road. Iowa State real big at home, right? 7-3. But I'm going to take a look at the underdog again. It's 3-0-1 in the last 4 here head to head. Road team also 3-0-1 the last 4 against the spread here too. Wildcats just lights out, right? 6-1 the last 7 games. I have K-State with the points here. Probably have Iowa State winning this one by a basket just because of home court, just because of defense. I just think it's too many points. I don't know why this one isn't more like a basket spread. I'll take K-State.
All right. Well, they're going to have to get it done against that tough Iowa State defense, obviously. But Butterscotch is going to be on K-State with you, plus those points. I'm both teams are great against the spread. There's no doubt about it. I mean, these, especially Kansas State covering 8 of the last 10 games, but Iowa State's 12-6 against the number overall. Hey, Danny Candler, is that you? Here, Danny, welcome. Pleasure to have Danny. I think he might have actually joined us
a couple times.
I don't know. I'm concerned Iowa State has that real good defense, but maybe they'll break through. The numbers to me at 134.5. I wanted to go under, but I don't know now. Kansas State, if you got them playing a decent game, I expect there to be some points. Latifa's on Kansas State with you. I don't think I can side with you in this one. Danny Candler says he likes K-State here. So I'm going to end up taking the over in this one. If you guys like K-State that much, I would think it would go over. Kansas State's 5-0 to the underdog, 5-0 to the over as an underdog. So
yeah,
Curtis does like the under here, but I'm going to end up going over.
I like the over, Ramon.
Okay. Well, Iowa State does produce more unders this season.
Correct.
Have had a tendency to go over more of late as we've reached conference play. So the fact that Kansas State is playing to some overs currently, 4-1 to the over on the road as well. So Nindy's on Kansas State. I'm on the over.
Well, they have a couple requests. It looks like LSU, Oklahoma, Clemson game. So do you want to take a look?
Okay.
Tell me where we're starting, Ramon.
What'd you say, LSU and Arkansas?
Yeah, we want to start there.
All right.
I'll go find it in my spreadsheet.
Arkansas is a pretty big favorite, certainly. But we'll take a look at that one. Arkansas is a double-digit favorite. Arkansas is favored by 12.5, and the total is 138.5 in this one. LSU and Arkansas.
Well, I will be taking Arkansas. I think they can cover this big spread, minus 12.5. I mean, for me, I'd probably take it like at 12. That fits a lot better into my numbers. But I have this one at like a 80 to 67 game. That's kind of where I'm looking. So I like Arkansas here. I think they should be able to do some running, some gunning today. I'll take them.
All right, we're going to have a challenge here. I'm going to take the LSU Tigers in this one on the road. That's a lot of points for me. I think that's probably about as far as I could go as far as the favorite is concerned with that big number. I already have a premium selection in this game on the total, so
all right.
I've got to go with the other way. I got to go on the side, and I'm going to go with LSU. They are 4-2 against the spread on the road. Both these teams certainly having trouble getting numbers, especially LSU of late. They've covered only 2 of their last 10, but on the road they fared a little better, and I think this number is probably a little bit too high for me. I don't think double digits is warranted in this matchup, given the fact that their records are very similar as far as straight up is concerned. Now, granted, Arkansas 9-1 straight up at home, and LSU just 0-3 in true road games straight up. But I'm going to end up taking LSU here. Plus the points, Mindy and I in a little challenge game. Hello. Okay. What else was going on?
Next one, it looks like Oklahoma. I don't know, Ramon, if he likes the over or not.
Oklahoma.
Sure. I can't tell. I can't get a good read from you on that one.
Did I give out my play?
No, you said it's a premium, right? And so they were trying to guess what you took.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oklahoma here.
International man of mystery, Ramon Scott.
Oklahoma on the road at TCU. TCU -6, 137.5.
Scrolling, found it. All right. So I have yes next to TCU at -6.5 here in this one. I mean, look at these offensive efficiencies. They're pretty lights out here. Defensive efficiencies also really good. A lot of this kind of comes down to Oklahoma's little bit lack of scoring. TCU's a whole lot of defense. I like TCU today.
All right, Mindy's on TCU in this one. At home, laying the 6 points to Oklahoma. We saw they couldn't miss last game. TCU against in that game against Kansas, right? Everything went their way. It was just near perfect performance for TCU in that one. Can they duplicate it again? Well, maybe. I mean, they've been pretty solid. Oklahoma, for all their, I don't want to say woes, they're still above 500, but they've been pretty good covering numbers, especially on the road. So I don't know if I can necessarily lay too many points with TCU at this time. So I think the better option for me is to go over 137.5. You have TCU 8-5 to the over as a favorite, and Oklahoma 5-3-1 to the over as an underdog. So TCU's trended a little bit to the over of late. I'm going to end up taking the over here in this one with Oklahoma and TCU. Looks like Danny, TCU and over. So Latifa wants the Horned Frogs. Butterscotch TCU.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Looks like Mindy, they agree with you a little bit. I'm going to take the over. So, it looks like some agreement there as well. So, Mindy likes TCU, and I like the over in Oklahoma and TCU.
And then it
All
looks
right.
like Clemson next.
All right. You take a look at that one, certainly, with Clemson. And call that one up here. Georgia Tech's on the road. Clemson's a 10.5-point favorite in this one. And the total is 139.
Well, Georgia Tech here, they have disappointed me a lot this season. They've covered some nice ones and then haven't covered so many nice ones, but I have Georgia Tech here plus 10.5 today. You got Clemson here with a much better defense, but, an offensive efficiency for Georgia Tech here that's, doing pretty well. They also, averaged a little bit better 3-point wise. I think this one kind of comes down to, Georgia Tech has to be able to limit, Clemson on a lot of their tries. They need to keep that scoring down. Georgia Tech is a little leaky on defense, allowing like 76 points a game here. But I do like Georgia Tech here to keep it close. I have Clemson winning by like 6 or 7.
Okay. Whoops, I have the wrong graphic up there. Sorry about that. Okay, and just keep this graphic up there since I screwed that up royally, but there it is. And Mindy does like Georgia Tech. They're on a losing streak, obviously, and they're not covering numbers very well, obviously, though it's a kind of a big number. So I can see where Mindy's coming from there, but can't necessarily agree with her in this one right now. I think Clemson might be playing just a little bit too good, and maybe they can get the number, but instead I'll take a look at the total in this one at 139. I'll look to go over. You have Georgia Tech has been a big time under on the road, but Mindy mentioned the defensive struggles. So I think Clemson can come in and put up a decent number here for sure. They're 10-5 to the over as a favorite, and 12-8 to the over overall, 6-4 to the over. Both teams 6-4 to the over in their last 10 games respectively, for just a slight tick to the over. So Mindy will take Georgia Tech plus the points. I'll take the over in this one.
Then you got to do a chat removal.
Well, I mean, it's just making a pick just because they have toilet humor.
That's true. I mean, I guess, right? I'm like, suddenly I feel like I'm with a group of, 12-year-olds, hanging out with my nephews, all talking about all that kind of good stuff.
And obviously I seem down because, of course, I'm just so depressed about it because it feels like I've lost 15 friends. Okay.
Texas was up next.
Okay, against Oklahoma State. In this one, I'm showing Texas -8 and 135.5 at home against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, you were, I think, showing some steam there on Texas this morning. Went from -7.5 to 8. I still like Oklahoma State in this one. You have, Texas that has the better offensive efficiency, 115 possessions per, or 115 points per 100 possessions. Oklahoma State 105. But take a look at Oklahoma State's defense here. They only allow 89 points per 100 possessions, while Texas 93 in that one. Also Oklahoma State might have an edge a little bit on the 3-point shooting here as well. Texas also really down on the last 3 over there. Season-long average of 86 points. I'm going to go ahead and take Oklahoma State here. I think it's going to be a close one. I think this one might be I kind of think it's going to be and maybe a low-scoring game here too. I like Oklahoma State +8.
Okay, I'll take Oklahoma State with you. We got to get one of these suggestions to be a consensus play, so we feel like we've accomplished something. I'll take Oklahoma State with you. Texas not very good at getting numbers certainly right now, 3-7 against the spread in their last 10, 5-10 ATS at home. Meanwhile, Oklahoma State has covered 6 of the last 10. They have ticked to 10-9 to against the spread overall. C-Spills on Oklahoma State, Danley Candler, Oklahoma State, Butterscotch, Oklahoma State. So we better take Oklahoma State plus the points in this one. I'll agree with all of you guys. Let's do it. Let's take Oklahoma State. Seems like a consensus play here. Texas, pretty woeful at covering numbers at this point. Oklahoma State's been a terrible underdog. Don't get me wrong. Dave says Texas won at Oklahoma State by 10 points, just covering 3 points. Watch out there. So,
all right. Consensus.
okay.
Fresno would be the next one up by request.
Oh, okay. Great. Let's keep going on all these.
Yeah.
We might end up breaking down the whole card.
You never know.
Hopefully again, they wouldn't be requesting games if we didn't pick some winners, I guess, now and then.
I mean, that's true, right? Where are you, Fresno? There you are.
Yeah, Fresno going into Boise in this one. Good game last night in the Mountain West. I stayed up and checked that one out, certainly.
That was your one that you won by half a point, right? Or no, that's the one that you lost by half a point.
That's what it was, yeah. 3 and 3.5, yeah. But it never felt like it was going to get there, actually. Even though you always think there's always a chance when you've got the home team at overtime that they could end up getting a little bit of a surge and pull away, but it didn't feel like it was ever going to happen. Boise minus 12 and 125.5.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take this Fresno State team here today. I have Boise winning this one, right, by like 5 to 7 points. But if I take a look at it, you have a Fresno State team here that definitely is a better, free throw shooting team. But also it's one of those like Boise State. I don't know if they've just been maybe a little bit outperforming their season long totals here. As of late, they've been putting up about 80 points when they average normally about 75. And then Fresno State, they've been, struggling a little bit, but they are better than their, season long total right now. And if you take a look at Boise State, they just allow a ton of points here in this one. I think that's kind of the way it's going to look for me. I'm going to take Fresno State.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you're getting a dozen points in this one, and Fresno State hasn't been a very good cover this year, while Boise has been getting their numbers for sure. But now we're starting to get into some double digits here, right? So I don't know. Boise, though, making their move. I can't take Fresno State. It could get away. So 125, and I don't know. Talk about putting up some points possibly here, but I'm concerned for Fresno's offense in this one. So I'll lay off completely on the side, and I don't know. Sounds like you're calling for a little bit of an over, but I've got to go under in this one with these two teams here. Yeah, Boise's gone over more of late, but in conference with these two, I think I expect an under. Both meetings went over last year. That does have some concerns, but the fact that the number is low to me signals that it could be going under. So, hey, Danielle, nice to have you here today. And Danny wants to go over. He's going over against me here. I'm on the under. Butterscotch says Boise in a blowout. I'm probably on with Scotch here in this one. So it looks like mixed bag for us, for you, me, the chat. Mindy's going to be on Fresno State. I'm on the under 125.5, Fresno and Boise today.
Ready for one more, Ramon?
One more, you say?
Missouri.
Missouri? Okay. Taking on Ole Miss? Okay, gotcha. See if I can fix the graphic without screwing it up, leaving the wrong one up there again. Missouri and Ole Miss in this one. I'm showing currently that it is Ole Miss 1.5, 144.5.
Well, I'm going to go under in this one. I mean, I have this one basically like a virtual tie at that 1 point. So I'm going to go ahead and go under. I have this coming in at about, 136, 139-ish. The only thing that kind of worries me is this offensive efficiency here for Missouri. They are really good. But yeah, Ole Miss, if I take a look at them, their defensive, efficiency is pretty lights out as well. So Missouri's been, allowing quite a few, but I think it might turn into a little bit of a defensive struggle. I'm going to go under that 145.
I'm willing to go under with you. I've got it closer to 140, 141 here. So I think I can get behind this under for sure, especially Ole Miss just 2-8 to the under in their last 10 games, and Missouri's 1-4 to the under on the road this season. So I think I'm all about that. I like Missouri's defense a little bit better than Ole Miss's here. So I don't know. Missouri looks like. I don't know. It's virtually a pick 'em, so
Yeah.
that makes it kind of tough, especially now with Mississippi as a favorite. They are 9-3 straight up this season, while Missouri's just 1-3 straight up on the road. But I don't know. I feel like Missouri is the better team in the long haul. So maybe I'd lean that way, but I think under is where I want to go with this one with you. Butterscotch says he's on Missouri here. I'll take it. Let's get a premium consensus here. I like the under with Missouri and Memphis today. Rodney says, "Do you think Missouri covers?"
I would personally lean Missouri, but again, it's like I said, it's a virtual tie with my work. So I mean, you can take that for what it's worth. I would lean Missouri.
Danny's with us on the under. Let's take the under. Dave says that sounds fine with him. Ole Miss is pretty bad, he says. They had a chance to beat Arkansas. I thought what was the score? They got beat by, what was it? Let me look it up. Oh, boy. Oh, they got beat by a dozen. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty. And we know Missouri beat Arkansas. So, okay, let's go under in this one. Let's take under 144.5 Missouri and Mississippi. Let's move on to hockey before we end up doing every MAC game. All right, good card today now. We're picking up.
Yep, 9 consensus plays, so we might get this over 10.
Well, especially with the 11 games on the hockey card. Wow, I mean, this is going to be, going to be here for a few more minutes for sure. Hopefully Latifah's ready because we got the puck. Started off with the Wild and the Lightning. And I'm showing right now, of course, the Lightning going to be the favorite here. It's Tampa Bay, minus 155, 6/20.
So what happened with all that scoring last night, Ramon? It was pretty wild. There was almost lots of eight totals out there.
Yeah, well, let's see. Take a look at how, we actually we went 1-2 in hockey. Our I don't know if our streak. I don't think that's going to constitute an end to our streak, Mindy. Considering I think the run right now going in, I believe was 12-1. We went 7-0, 2-1, 3-0, if I'm not mistaken, and then 1-2 last night. But we did still, in that other game, I did give out the under. I know you have Dallas, but
well, it's one of those they were pulling goalies with 7-8 minutes left in the if it didn't get so out of hand, those games probably would have still went under.
Okay, well, no problem. No, I'm not worried. It looks like everybody's okay with their own hockey yesterday. So I don't know. I think for me, I was disappointed those games we got to the 8s there, but that's okay. 1-2. But let's see what we can get here. Percent better. Hello, welcome. Nathan Cerna is here as well, dropping in, and here we go with the hockey, Mindy, with the Wild and the Lightning.
Well, I'm gonna keep this up here with the Lightning. Here, I'm gonna take the over. They're 5-1-1 in the last 7 road games. Over 3-1-1 in the last 5 meetings here as well. Wild giving up a ton of goals here as of late. And so is the Lightning. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over.
All right, Mindy will go on the over here. I don't mind it necessarily, especially at 6 over. But, I think in general, Tampa Bay at home, they definitely go over. But and we know Wild as an underdog kind of goes over as well. Boy, that one's tough for me. I'm not sure. But man, 6.5 does kind of look. Here's Butterscotch. He likes the over in this one. Latifa likes Minnesota here. So, a little bit perplexing. I think I agree with you, Minnie. Let's go over in this first game. I was thinking under, but if it's going to be just 6 over 20, most of my models had 6.5, so I'm willing to do it. Also,
Right.
Minnesota 8-3 to the over as an underdog. So, all right, let's take the over in this one. I'm switching right at the bell here. Usually I'm pretty solid. That's why I go one way or the other. But I think I'm swayed by Mindy's comments actually. And again, I was expecting more 6.5s. I want to see if there's any 6.5s out there that. No, it's basic. Well, yeah. Only the biggest online sports book in the country has 6.5 under 20 as its main line. But I know we can get 6 over for the most part in a lot of spots. So Danny says it's at 6. Let's take it. I know we're laying juice. I'll go over 6 with you, Mindy.
Yep.
Get back. Look, the hockey's still very solid, so I'm not going to worry about a 1-2 performance yesterday, considering the current run we're on in hockey. Panthers and the Knights here. Panthers and the Penguins, I should say. Penguins are minus $1.30, 6.5 over 20. So it looks like the Panthers are actually taking a little bit of action here.
They still plus money, the Panthers?
Yeah, probably plus $1.10 or so.
All right, I'll take them. They're 2-1 over the last 3 games here, scoring 4 goals. Penguins 1-2, scoring 3. Panthers 4-1 the last 5 here overall as well. I'm gonna go ahead and take the underdog here. Plus 110.
Okay, Mindy's going to be on those Panthers plus the 110 here in that one. Man, I don't know. I kind of favor the Penguins in this one, so I don't know if I want to go with a little challenge. Maybe I got to pivot here to the total and the fact that it is 6.5. I'll be going under in this one. It's not a lot of numbers necessarily to back this up, I would say. I think more just the eye test for me here to go under. You do have Pittsburgh, what?
I got nothing on the total. Like nothing.
Okay, 21-24 to the under, and Florida 5-7 to the under is an underdog here, so it's juiced up on that over 6.5. So I know Florida's playing; they do produce some overs, or 27-20 to the over this season, but I'll go under in this one, under 6.5. See what anything in the comments. Here comes Florida here for Scotch. Pittsburgh for Latifa. I think she also said the over. So
Correct.
Okay, so it looks like Latifa.
You get to challenge Latifa.
Well, but she's with me. I like Pittsburgh for
Right.
sure, but I'm gonna go with the under. So we have 2 picks here. Pittsburgh probably, you know what I'm talking about, Latifa. Gonna put that one, where? Right in my
your back pocket.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Okay, the Kings and the Flyers in this one. The Kings on the road here now, down to $1.30. Flyers taking action here. Total 6 under 15, but there's also some 6s out there. Probably closer to 6, actually.
Kings have gone down, huh? Open at about 145-ish. Kings have scored just 1.67 goals here per game over their last 3. Flyers 2 over their last 2 in that same kind of span. I think I might still try the under here today. It is 7-1-1. The Kings last 9 here, under 8-1-3 in the last 12 for Philadelphia. I'm gonna go under.
Yeah, and look at that move to the under. Like I said, six under. But I'm going to agree with Mindy in this one and go under. Mostly the Flyers 16-22 to the under as an underdog, and the Kings are 10-14 to the under as a favorite. So for me, Nathan Cerna agrees with us here. It looks like Latifa is on the over here against us, but I like the under in this one. Uh, I'm going to go under 6 with you, Mindy, in Kings and Flyers. So two
And
out of
Dave's
three
comment,
already.
was that
Huh?
on this game? Dave's comment about the underdogs covering puck line in the last 6. Is that this
Oh,
game?
really? Okay. Let's take a look at the puck line here because you do have Philadelphia, obviously, is a big puck line dog. They're 26-13 as a puck line dog, but they are minus 220. So, I don't know. That's kind of equivalent, but certainly the Kings, 5-19 is a puck line favorite at plus 190. I guess I would have to favor uh, Philadelphia in this one. Oh, okay, he was talking about the last game puck line, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, I thought
Okay,
I
Florida,
know better than that. I should have known
okay.
better than that with him, but
I just wasn't sure because I felt like I missed it. So okay.
yep, looks like we might have went too fast, but a lot of games we want to get through them, and let's just keep the hockey going. Let's keep the winning going in hockey. Hopefully tonight. Not sure we're all on the same page, but okay, Boston and Montreal here. Boston, oh, they're just minus 380 or so. Total 6.
Well, I'm not going to be looking at anything minus 375 here. So Bruins have allowed just 2 goals in their last 4 games combined here. We know they're ranked first in goals as well. But I'm going to go ahead and take the under still. I feel like we've played the under on them quite a few here. It's 4-0-1 Bruins last 5 games following a win. Also 10-4-1 last 15 between these two as well. Going under 6.
Yeah, no, we got to go under. Yes, Montreal's played in some higher scoring games of late, but look, you have Boston. We know they've been not only a solid under, but more of an under in the favorite role, 13-24 to the under as a favorite. Meanwhile, Montreal, we know they're a dog most of the time, 15-26 to the under as an underdog. Add those up, that's 28-50 when these two
28-50? Oh my goodness.
28-50 when these two teams are in this particular role. So clicking over 60% to the under here. Let's take under 6 for sure in Boston and Montreal. Give us
Butterscotch is going big. Minus
Amy.
2.5.
Wow. Butterscotch going to
Good
lay
luck.
that
I
two and
hope
a
you get
half.
it.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
too
I mean,
rich for my blood, but I hope you
well,
get it. I'll be rooting for it. How about that?
everybody's on the Boston puck line, and I just caution them here. I mean, I can't disagree. There's nothing that can make me convince you. You know, uh, I'd be more apt to take Montreal plus 2.5 than lay 2.5. But again, Montreal's terrible. I get it. Shouldn't say they're terrible. I mean, they're actually having. I think they're overachieving this season. When it's all said and done, it'll never be satisfactory in Montreal to be under 500. But I mean, Boston's out of their mind still. But this is in Montreal and it's Boston, Montreal. There's got to be a little bit of something said for that. Okay, Sharks and Wings here. This one's a tough one for me, Mindy. I got to hear what you have to say. The Red Wings minus 145 and the total 6.5.
Well, it is going to be, a tough one here. I think it's one of those like I tend to kind of lean at the plus money in this one, but I don't feel real great about it. So I'm going to take a look at the total here. Red Wings giving up just 2 goals per game over the last 2. Sharks, they sometimes pull an egg, and that's what they did against the Bruins, right? The under is 5-1. The Red Wings last 6 here after allowing 2 goals or less the previous. Under 5-2 Red Wings last 7 home games. So I'm just going to go under that total.
All right, Mindy wants to go under in the Sharks and the Red Wings. Yeah, look, it looks like it's a little bit of a tough game, certainly considering right now. I mean, that number just looks kind of right on to me. So I don't know, man. San Jose is such an over team. Detroit does play unders at home. We are getting a 6.5 here. Whew, gosh, are we doing that hard? Let's see. Has anybody got anything here?
Oh yeah, there's a couple folks that like the Red Wings today.
Yep. Rocco says, check out those injuries. Oh, that's in the Montreal game. Sorry about that.
But we had one right when we started the hockey segment that said I think it was C-Spill actually that said that he liked the Red Wings, and then
okay. Okay. Well, Mindy's going to be on the under here. I kind of want to go on that with her, but man, it just seems to me like uh, Sharks just end up playing these games over for some reason. So I'm going to be on the Red Wings here. Minus $1.50 is my free play here. Red Wings just showing a little bit more life. Both teams have struggled of late, certainly. Detroit 3-6-1 last 10. San Jose 3-5-2 last 10. So, all right, I'll take Detroit minus $1.45. Mindy's on the under here. Latifa's on the over. Nathan says 3-2. All right, yeah, didn't feel great about that one. Golden Knights and Devils here. The Devils, $1.70, 6.5 under 25 now. This one's heading lower.
Well, I like this New Jersey Devils team here still. For me, they've been putting lots of cash in my pocket this year. 4-1 over the last 5 here, scoring 4 goals per game in those last 5. Compared to the Golden Knights, oh man, they're 1-4 over their last 5 here. They've been really up and down too much. I kind of like the Golden Knights a little bit better at home. Devils 11-1 versus the last 12 here. I'm gonna take the Devils minus 170 now.
Okay, yeah, I can't do that. Not against the Golden Knights. Certainly, I'm not going to go against the Golden Knights in that spot at that price. I definitely prefer the Golden Knights. Butterscotch, though, takes the over. Rocco says, watch out Mark Stone's status here. Always a big deal because he's one player that it just seems like when Stone is in, that is good for Vegas. When he's out, it's bad for Vegas. That's quite frankly.
Vegas.
Yeah, so show's out indefinitely at this point. So Rocco Devils in regulation. Tony says New Jersey money line and puck line. Burley says he likes the Devils as well. I better stay away from the side, and I'll just take this total. I'll take the total to go under in this one. Vegas 21-27 to the under this season. New Jersey 11-13 to the under at home. Not a big trend there, but it is at 6.5. So I'm going to go under in this one with Vegas and New Jersey. Mindy is on the Devils.
Yeah, I don't mind the under at all.
Latifa's on the Devils. Talk about all those injuries. And, yeah, I mean, we know Stone's been out, but now the latest is going to be Carrier on heading to the injured list as well. So, okay. Let's now move on to the Sabres and the Blues. The Blues are minus $1.30 here. Total 6.5 over 35.
So this one, I think it opened up at 7, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Right now, and here's the thing: we are seeing this one on the move currently too. Mindy, showing a lot of. Can't tell where the movement's coming from here, though. Go ahead.
I had it at 7, right? So at 7, I like the under. So I'm not sure if I still want to take that or not. But oh man. Otherwise, I like the Sabres. Let's just go with the Sabres today here. I'm going to take them about plus 113, 114 here. I'm going to take the Sabres here. They have been scoring 3 goals a game here, 3 out of their last 4. Blues have scored 3 out of their last 4 here as well. for me, I think it might be one of these 3-3 games. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Sabres.
I'm with you. I'll take the Sabres with you here. Looks like we're in disagreement on the total anyway, so let's get on the Sabres in this one against St. Louis. So both teams, doing pretty well, I would say, of late. But for me, the Sabres putting together a good road record right now, 12-7 on the road. Latifa wants it to go over, so she was kind of maybe going against you just a little bit.
We said at 6.5, I think it's going to tip to 7, right? So I was going to try to kind of hedge my bet, right, and have more of my leans to the under. So yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, let's take Sabres for play number 4 in hockey as an underdog here. Like the Sabres on the road. Again, Blues. I look to Blues. They just, to me, they just go over so much. But I mean, you're talking about a big number here with close to 7 goals expected. So let's take the Sabres as an underdog. Okay. Next up, the Jets and the Predators. Jets here are favorite. They're down to $1.15 or so, 6 under 20.
Yeah, this one I like the under. It's 5-0 in the Jets' last 5, playing on a day's rest. 4-1 the Predators' last 5 here, following a win. Jets are just not giving up too many goals here as of late. I'll take the under.
Play number 5 is going to be the Jets and the Predators to go under. I gotta like the Jets. They're a massive under team. We know that. 15-31 to the under this season, 8-16 to the under as a favorite. Meanwhile, Nashville 10-15 to the under as an underdog. Careful, the line is moving close to a pick'em, so maybe I could just throw those numbers out. But for me, you got Blake on the under. That should be good enough for us, right? I mean, he's the Nashville expert. So let's take the under. Right here, Dave says he likes the Jets. I happen to agree with him. Let's take the under, though. Corday's on the Jets puck line here. Wow, that's a nice price. Plus $2 or better, it looks like, for Corday today. He wants a nice play here on
this. Good luck with that play. That should be fun to look out for. I will note it for you guys taking those big puck lines today. Okay. 2 of them.
We'll take the under for play number 5. We got a 5-pack already in hockey with 3 games to go. Mindy, let's keep it rolling.
All right.
And keep the money coming on hockey. I'm not swayed by that 1-2 performance yesterday. Like I said,
anomaly.
7-0, 2-1, 3-0 in the previous 3 days with the premium consensus. So, all right. It's going to be the Ducks and the Coyotes are a favorite here. Coyotes, $1.35, 6.5 under 15. Coyotes, favorite.
Let's go with the Coyotes. I like them today as the favorite. I know they haven't scored much here over their last 3. I know that they're ranked 31st in scoring, but, I think they can get it done here today. I think this is one of those, games that they think they can win, right? I'm going to take the Coyotes.
Butterscotch says we should have just passed on this one, but I'm taking the Coyotes. Come on, the Coyotes are going to crush them. Coyotes are going to crush the Ducks today. I want the puck line. I want a plus 180, but I'll take a money line with Mindy. Money line's reasonable. $1.35. Play number 6. I like the Coyotes. Hey, they're 9-7 at home. And they're little Bills.
Yeah.
The cute little
I'm
Bills.
not scared.
In Arizona State's arena. Anaheim just 5-16 on the road this year. 3-6-1 last 10. Arizona's 2-8-1. 2-8 their last 10. So they're a favorite for just the second time this season. So when I see that, probably going to take the Coyotes.
Probably.
Anaheim's 12-33 as an underdog. Of course, they've been only favored about 5 times. So Nathan's with us.
Nice.
Game of the night, you guys. Come
Maybe, on. I always am excited to see what kind of uniform colors and such that they pull out. Again, I prefer green, but I don't know if we're going to ever get that. They've been doing a lot of brown, some warm colors as of late.
Coyote, what was that right? Capitals and Avalanche.
Oh no, I have a cat coming.
Great. Capitals and Avalanche here in this one. Avalanche are favored minus, oh boy, This one's down now to $1.35. Washington's definitely seeing action in this game. So big time value, I would say, for Colorado off of the openers, but 6 under 15, is that the right move?
Well, I mean, I was kind of looking to the Capitals. They're 12-3 versus this Avalanche team here over the last 15 games. Also, 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 road games. I said against the spread in their last 11 road games. I like the Capitals.
Okay. Mindy likes the Capitals in this one. I think the values left the building, so I lean with Capitals here with you, but I don't know if I can play them with you. So, okay, percent better. Great, always to have you. Didn't hear much from you today, but always know I saw you were there. So, great to have you as always. Corday loves the Capitals on the money line tonight. Maybe I should be on the Capitals with you. I do like them, but I don't know. I think the price to me has gotten away. So I'm going to end up with the under in this one, Mindy, and take Washington and Colorado to go under. Just don't like them strong enough with you to get
That's
us.
all right. I like your underplay.
Well, Colorado also has done, pretty well, and Washington just 11-18 as an underdog. But you look at these teams as far as the totals concerned. You have Colorado, pretty massive under team this season, 15-28 to the under, including 7 of their last 10, and Washington 21-26 to the under. So I'll go under. Probably should jump on with you with the Caps, but they've just the line's gotten away from me. I really, I saw a much higher line. I wanted at least, I thought plus 140 was great. I thought 130 was okay. Now we're talking about 115 or 120. See, even Nathan Cerner plus $1.35. That's long gone. So, Butterscotch talking about Colorado, starting to get it together. No doubt about it. Latifa's on Colorado as well. So, yeah, to me, the value's on Colorado now. So I've got to, yeah. All right. Yep. That's just changed things for me a little bit. That's all.
Gotcha.
Wrap it up with Blackhawks and Canucks. Canucks minus 225 or so, 6.5 under 15.
And rounding out the pack, the Blackhawks and Canucks here. Canucks
Right
have
on
allowed 4 goals a game in their last 2. Blackhawks scoring 3.5 goals over their last 5 games here. I'm going to take the over. Over 5-2-2 last 9 in Vancouver, 3-0-1 last 4 on 2 days rest for the Canucks team as well. I'm going to go ahead and take them. I'm going to take the over in this one.
Okay. Well, yeah, I see it. I just see it there at 6.5. Oh, so I don't know. I can't do it necessarily with you there and take the over in this one. Just think it maybe should be a little bit lower. Teams definitely trend over, except in these situations. You have a Vancouver team that is 28-18 to the over this season, but 9-13 to the under at home. And Chicago, which has trended over, they're 7-11 to the under on the road. So not going to go with the total here with you on this one, Mindy. What I will do is I'll take those red-hot Blackhawks once again, and I'll take them on the puck line at plus 1.5, minus $1.25. Blackhawks are an interesting story right now. Yeah, they lost to the Kings. That stopped another one of their winning streaks. Latifa says Blackhawks money line plus $2. So look at that.
Right.
Butterscotch is with me. Take the goal and a half.
Blake made it to Discord. He made it. All right, you did it.
Oh, okay. We'll see him in there. Everybody head on over to the Discord. We'll keep the conversation going. And we wrap up the show, Mindy.
Yeah.
That's going to do it. So a lot of plays today. Good number of plays. What did we end up with? A lot.
We wound up with 15 plays. That was way over the 10. And let me get these games in for the folks that missed our NBA. Here we go.
Well, I'll head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Let everybody know that I'm already got a 7-pack of games up there for college basketball game for just $35. Use the promo code BETMAN to save 20. No, use the promo code Tony T at checkout to save 20%. Maybe we should have a Batman code.
We should. Look at that.
He loves that we still talk. I'm going to keep
You
talking.
know he does.
Tony
He's
said,
listening.
I know
he's
that
listening right now.
instruction came down from the executives to ignore it. I want to go the opposite direction. I want to embrace it. I want to make it part of the program. Like it's like, a whole separate drama story, because we could freelance over here, on the show, and not, rigid, strict like Tony's show, but just to pick, we could get kind of crazy here. So, hey, here come the NBA plays: Pacers, Celtics, Nugs, Wizards, Lakers. Wow, we're going crazy here.
Right?
Why not? I mean, we got
we're hot. This is the time to get in with us when we're hot.
Got 60 people watching us. Might as well just put out a ton of plays and hope we get lucky.
We were up over 80. That's all, right?
Okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hope we get lucky. Just hope we throw out some plays out there, some random darts, and get lucky on the show. Why not?
Total clown capping. The worst trash cappers you can find.
Clown capping. Clowncapping.com. All right. Use the promo.
I'm getting there.
Nope, no problem. I got things to look at here with Tony's picks. Let's take a look at the handicapper leaderboards. I want to just let everybody know, especially while I've got those extra. Hey, I think I've got those extra 15 accounts watching. So just want to let everybody know that I was 10-4 yesterday with my premium picks. That's plus 545 units. So you figure if
basically, if you take all of Ramon's plays, he bet $100 on every single play. And that's it. Just one unit, which is $100 on every single play. I know most get it, but we do have to still explain to some folks.
Here's our college basketball: Syracuse, Vandy, Oklahoma State, and Missouri under. Only 4, huh, Mindy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sorry about that. That's okay though. We can work it out on our. Don't forget, if you ever miss the morning steam plays, you can purchase them. We don't ask you to. All you got to do is watch the show right here, on Tony's Picks YouTube channel and other social media podcasts and platforms. But if you do ever miss the plays, you can go over to, and look at that, Mindy, at the top of the all cappers tab algorithm. It's you, it's me, it's Tiffany, and it's Morning Steam. That's kind of like the team.
That's right.
And you guys too, but so you can always click on the Morning Steam, and in there you'll find a way to purchase the plays over there. Whoops, I think I just lost the feed. That's okay. We're getting ready to bounce anyways. So, and here comes that hockey. Big hockey, huh?
Big
Coyotes, Jets, Wild, Flyers, Bruins, or Flyers. Let me say it again. Jets under, Wild over, Flyers under, Bruins under, Sabres money line. A lot of totals. Thank you, Butterscotch. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I'm glad you can join us again for another fun day of
Everybody
handicapping.
get those okay. Everybody screenshot them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you want to fade us. Maybe the clowns are fading us, and doing reverse teasers or parlays or something. But
yeah, Nathan, I mean, everyone has their unit play that they make. We just play one unit on every game. No, like multi. So like on, the Coyotes, we're not going to play 3. That's not how we do it at Tony's Picks. We are always going to play one unit, which for us is $100 because it's easier to keep track that way. But for you, your unit play may be $20. So you're playing $20 on every single one of our 15 plays today.
Yeah, that's the real reason why, when you talk about the one, because when you think of one unit necessarily, when we talk this little discussion that came about because of our friend, but I said my friend, not your guys' friend. Okay, my former friend Batman, and my current friends, the Batman clones. But 100, right? So people, not everybody's bankroll even allows for $100 play. Sometimes
Right.
sometimes people are playing nickels as their. I get it, but everyone has different plays, and especially with the free picks, especially when there's so many, maybe people are just playing for 50, or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just easier to keep score on Tony's picks because, especially when you're playing a hockey dog, right? Plus $1.35 or whatever. No one can play 2 or 3 units. These are Tony's picks, not Tony's unit plays or multiple unit plays. We're just seeing who is giving out the best
The
pick.
picking contest.
Yeah. And my write-ups, I think I kind of sometimes give, a little bit of, I say like, well, I like this one really strong, or, I prefer this side, kind of varying a little bit. But okay, well, thanks everybody. Let's get out of here. Long show for, mediocre. Let's call it for what it's worth. It's a good card, but thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow on the show.
Good to see you, Curtis.
Yep, appreciate everybody's plays. Let's get at it again. That's hockey. We got big hockey. I wish it was game time already.
I know. I don't like waiting until 5:30 in the evening for games to start. We should have something every day. How can they do that to us?
Start playing some hockey, some soccer.
I guess. You'll have to teach me, Ramon.
For Mindy Hunt,
Handicap
I'm Ramon Scott. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.